Women shouldn't lead, man. Women shouldn't lead, and I'm not about to even say the typical emotional and all that. It's not even that, dog. It's women aren't. I watched the video on my man's name is spelled BASSZF. I want to say, man. I don't know if anybody's watching, but he did a video, and this woman, Shoe on Head, she's also a YouTuber. She was talking about how she felt like, she was feminist in the world, and we could do this if women did this, and men are we. Now after she had a kid, she said, people told her she should, when she had a kid, her opinions would change. She's an arrogant young woman. No, they won't. So she has the kid. Opinions change. Now I just want my baby to be safe. I want my family to be safe. And then, my community, and then the rest of the world, hopefully. Yeah, like, this is how you should have been thinking, which was the point of his video. This is how you should have been thinking. Like, women don't think like that, though. It's me, dresses, skirts, I'm a princess. And, like, I'm being facetious, and it's like, but that's true, though. Like, they think they're making a difference with their little babbling. Like, do I talk about things? And yeah, but I put work to it. I go out there, I look out for kids, man. I've given money, I've given shoes, I do the work. Like, I don't just talk. I got the burner on me, man. Like, I tell people to go get your CPLs, your CCWs. Like, I put them on. Like, I put the work in, dog. They're just out here babbling and wanting to be princesses and princesses on YouTube. And they make all of this money, dog. And it's like a new cat, a new place, a new car. They're not even in the cars. They want to be men. But they always pick the worst of us to imitate and emulate. Look at a black hood girl who is a lesbian. Dreads, saggy pants. Like, they always pick the worst. They don't pick the stand-up dude to imitate. Ain't that crazy? Because they're not leaders, they're followers. Innately, they are followers. Like, I don't get why, like, when you listen to a woman and you let her, like, compromise. If you try to compromise with a woman, dog, as a man, you're compromised. I don't trust you. You know what I'm saying? You listening to this bitch babble. Like, seriously. Like, and there are exceptions to the rule. There are good women who only want to see the best. That, yes, very rare. But we have to look at the definition of that word rare. Anyway, like I said, if you listen to a woman and you try to compromise, you are compromised, dog. That's how the Egyptians fell, man. Like, if you look at white supremacy, even, you have to take the good things from everything. They don't. Original white supremacy. There was no Jesus and Alina. You know what I'm saying? Jesus is God. No woman. You got Egyptians building, but that's how I know Egyptians was black, man. You got the goddess. You got Isis, I'm gonna just say, and the sun god, Ra. You got them together ruling. It's like, no, man. That's where we fall. That's where we fall. It ain't no equal, man. Every one of our societies is black. It's like, let's try to put the woman in there with us. It's always a guy like that. No, man. They don't have a seat at the table. Look at any Italian gangster movie, man. There's no seat at the table for women, man. Michael and them went to Havana in Cuba. There's no women at that table. We are men talking business, and we about to take over. We about to do something that's borderline evil. But we got to do it as men because we want our families to survive, and we want to be white supremacy. That's what the Irish and Italians did. Y'all see it, the Irish and Italians is white now. They wasn't white back in the day, man. And they were fighting white supremacy. Something we as black people are afraid to do. And they got their piece of the pie. We getting ours, little by little. But it's time to take some of their rules, just like the Italians took some stuff from the Germans. And that scene on Godfather Part 2, when my man was about to, end himself, he said, we did capos and all of this, we took that from the Germans. You know what I'm saying? You got to take the good stuff from your enemies. And like, this is just my message to young men, dog. Women can't lead. Don't even put that in your head, man. You start living with a girl, she lead. You living in the same house with her, like, you letting her lead. You're a pussy. Stop. You're a weak man. They can't lead, dog. That is, I don't even know why I gotta say this. Women shouldn't lead, man. They're not good leaders. They think about themselves. Selfish princesses. What tattoo am I gonna get? They're not looking to. Look how many baby mothers there's. We're not even want to pick the right man to take care of our child, and that's what it is, man. We want. I gotta read this, man, and then I'm out of here, man. I try to keep this short. I gotta read. This YouTuber is like super slow, dog. This was the most ridiculous thing I had seen all day. Oh my god. She had said, hold on, let me find it, man. Here it is. She was talking about finally the patriarchy is cracking within white women, and hopefully it hits the black community. First of all, the black community is already a matriarchy, and we see what that did to us. Big Mama was head of the household when I was young. Then my mother. Now it's me, and it's thriving now. We was in the projects. Anyway, so she was saying it's cracking. Hopefully it gets the black woman, and a girl in her in her comments said, "It's not the patriarchy that women desire; it's masculinity. Masculinity to many women means strength, courage, leadership, strategy, loyalty, resourcefulness, builder, intelligence, and the ability to make her feel safe and free during intimacy. If men find that they cannot fulfill this role, please excuse yourself from this discussion. It's not you that they desire." Listen, man. What I found funny is those qualities women want leads to patriarchy. Strength, loyalty, being a strategist, we need those to protect our family because other men want to take our women, take our lands. To be in control is to protect. Controlling your community with your fellow man who should also be honorable is by definition the patriarchy. This idiot didn't even know she was explaining the patriarchy, dog. That's all I gotta say, man. Keep your blickies and blammers and burners next to you, man. Get back to the sexy guys and the sexy girls with six packs and fake breasts that y'all really want to look at, man. I'm out, man. Don't be a nigga.